Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Blackstone. I'm the owner of Air Combat USA, and I'm here tonight to make a statement regarding the situation with Air Combat USA in our wrongful termination of our lease at Fullerton Airport after 36 years of being in the city and being supported by the city and flying out of the city and making Fullerton a better place. I believe that something wrong has happened here, and we are attempting to right that wrong. I believe that there's been a gentleman named Brendan O'Reilly who has intentionally denied Air Combat USA their ability and right to have a lease extension for up to 30 years, which was in our lease, and we were not given that opportunity. We are still in that process to resolve this issue and to make public the fact that Air Combat has been a very, very important part of Fullerton and making the Fullerton Airport a much more important place for aviation, and we want to continue that legacy that my father provided for the last nearly 4 decades, that I was also a part of for the last 18 years with Sky Thrills and Blackstone Airways. And I want to make this public so that the folks can see what's happening, that if there's something that's gone wrong, we need to fix that and figure out what we can do to make Fullerton a better, more hospitable place for businesses of aviation to thrive and prosper in the city as they have for nearly 4 decades. We really want that opportunity, and we want to seek the approval of the City Council to help us with that process. That's all I have. But thank you for your time and attention tonight.
Good evening, Barry Levinson, longtime Fullerton resident. Along with Mr. Blackstone just talked about, I just want to make a couple of comments. I find it very telling and very interesting and very disturbing that at the same time, Mr. Blackstone has a very legitimate, very strong case against the city and many of its representatives for failure to allow him to renew his lease. At the same time, that failure is staring the city in the face, and it will be in court. The city is going forth, and in the forwarding agenda, you're looking to actually change the Fullerton Municipal Code for the airport. I find that very interesting and not a coincidence. And all of you know what I'm talking about. So I suggest you put that on hold, that agenda item as far as changing it, unless you want to get into more hot water. Right now, I believe the litigant has a civil case against you. It's very possible that could lead. You think this is funny, Ms. Fitzgerald? You really are a poor excuse for a representative. Everything to you is funny.
Pardon, please
She's laughing.
address through the chair.
I am, and she's laughing. She's smiling and smirking, and it's wrong. And I'm going to tell her it's wrong to her face. You really are a poor excuse for a council person. And I think that that should be postponed. I also have a problem with our current mayor. The mayor met with Mr. Blackstone, and in that meeting, he promised that he would follow up and get back to him. Well, the mayor broke his promise. But nevertheless, Mr. Blackstone reached out to the mayor again, even though he broke his promise, and met with him at the last town hall meeting. You know, the one you advertised that you'll take all questions because you're a great guy and you're here to answer questions about the city? Well, he waited the whole time. He raised his hand. You ignored him, sir. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Absolutely. And then when he approached you after, you said you didn't have time for him, you'll follow up later, and you did, sir. It really is a shame that people on the dais when they're doing official business, can't keep their word. But things are changing, and the corruption that goes on in this city is becoming more and more prevalent, and people like myself are pointing it out. And one day, I know the odds are stacked against me and the good people of Fullerton, but one day, as they say, the bad things that you're doing are going to come home to roost, and you'll really be sorry on that day. Thank you.